But this morning, let me continue with my series, my New Year series, Attitudes for Altitudes. Attitudes for Altitudes. I released a free ebook. I don't know if you have your copy, but it's on the church's WhatsApp groups, platforms. So get a copy. The content is different from what I'm delivering. Same title, but different content. I need you to get. It teaches about the 12 New Year behaviors that you need to. If you scan this right now, okay, I'll give you 1 minute. Take your phone, scan this right now, and then you can get the free copy of the book. Amen. So this series is called the Titi-Ofei's New Year Manifesto. So last week, number one, I spoke about conviction. Conviction, a small belief that something is possible. And I shared with you that never doubt the possibility of your dreams this year. Start this year with a strong belief. Have faith in God. Have faith in yourself. Have faith in your dream and work at it. Don't doubt the possibilities of your dreams. I went on to talk about continuation. And I said to you that Joseph had two dreams, but they were not two different dreams. They were the same dreams in two different versions. Okay? There are different versions of the Bible, but it doesn't mean that they are different Bibles. Okay? So you can dream another dream. Don't throw away what you have built over the years. There is nothing new under the sun. I said to you last week that most of the things that I have been doing at now that have become successful were dreams that I had when I was young. I tried some of them, they didn't work. I tried, they didn't work. I tried, they didn't work. But I didn't throw them away. I kept trying and kept trying and kept trying until they became a possibility. So this year, don't start something fresh. Continue with what you started last week, last year, last 2 years, last 3 years, last 4 years, last 5 years that you are working on. Keep working on these things until they become a reality. I understand the man who invented Bob did that 99 times or 100 times. 99 times. At the 98th time, he wanted to give up and said, let me try for the last attempt. And the last attempt worked. You understand? Good. Nigeria did not qualify for the World Cup, but they are doing well at AFCON. Football is football. Whether you are playing in Africa or you are playing in the world, it's still football. You understand? If you're a local champion, it's fine. It's better to be a local champion than to be nothing. At least when Ghana wins the World Cup, because they are neighbors, we will share the destiny. Even before we come to Ghana, we'll pass through Nigeria and show the cup to them before we come. So turn the pages and make sure you don't give up. And then number 3, I spoke about consistency. Consistency. Keep the tempo. When you keep doing things and you keep doing them well over a long period of time, it becomes successful. Okay? So keep doing what you are doing, but make sure that you keep the tempo. You cannot perform high today and tomorrow you perform less. Keep performing higher and higher and higher at every point in your life this year. So don't lower the standard, keep performing. Now, this morning, I will talk on 2 of the number of C's that I'm going to share with you. The number of attitudes, they are all C's. And I haven't given a figure as to whether 12 C's or 13 C's or 21 C's. Because as I keep studying, the more C's I get. Who knows? I may be talking about all these C's until the middle of the year. I can't promise anything. So number 4 is consumption. Consumption. Wise take in. Now, consumption is what you take in. What you eat, what you watch, what you listen to, and what you allow into your heart and mind. Because whatever enters you will eventually shape you. You will eventually become what you allow to enter into you. Okay? So this year, you have to watch what you allow to enter into your life. I told you some time ago, Mommy and I were going to Australia. And then we got to Perth, one of the cities in Australia. And there were border force officers. And then there was a man ahead of me. He had the same bag that I had. And they were checking our things. And then he was questioning the Lord. I think he had things that shouldn't enter Australia. And then the lady questioned him, what is this? What is that? What is this? And finally, he put all his things together and was referred to some police officers. And then I heard this lady says, you think you can bring any garbage to Australia? You think you can bring any garbage to Australia? Then they took him away. And then I was shaking because I had the same bag, the same design. I don't know why the man went to buy it from the same shop I bought my bag. So I put mine down. They went through it. When the woman finished, she gave it back to me and said, welcome to Australia. This is your luggage. The same bag. One was a garbage. One was a luggage. The content. The content. You want to be your own border force to determine what enters into your life. Or else one day, you'll be carrying garbages around. Garbage in, garbage out. There are 3 channels of consumption. And this year, I want you to watch these 3 channels of consumption. Channel number 1 is your tongue. What you eat. Is your tongue what you eat. And whilst I was studying, the scriptures that came out amazed me. What you eat. I was talking to a doctor friend of mine, who said that, Bishop, you spiritual fathers of this land really need to pray for the young people of this country. I asked him why. He said, Bishop, the way young people are dying in this country is surprising. 35-year-olds, 40-year-olds, 45-year-olds. And Bishop, it's amazing how these young people are dying. So I asked him, what do you think is the cause of this death? You know what he told me? He said, I think that number 1, alcohol. The advertisement of bitters to try to convince young people that there are some drinks when you take, it makes you sexually active and strong. Okay? Brother, have you been taking some? You understand? And then he's also said that I think that fast foods, now everywhere, drive past this Sprinters Road, and you see the number of fast foods that are coming to the Sprinters Road. And say young people don't eat homemade food, proper food, so they are just dying. Among other things. Now, let me read some scriptures to you. Ecclesiastes 10 verse 17. Blessed is the land, from the New Living Translation, whose king is of noble birth, and whose princes eat at the proper time for strength and not for drunkenness. What a scripture. And then I want to read a second scripture. Proverbs 31 verse 4, Good News Translation. Listen, Lemuel. Kings should not drink wine or have a craving for alcohol. Now, these 2 scriptures admonishing about why you put in your body focus on not ordinary people but on kings. Why? Because if you see, kings in the days when this was written were the president, the most important person in Ghana is John Mahama. You understand? The most important person is John Mahama. After him is me. Because I'm your pastor. Because I'm the one saying that, isn't it? Okay. So now the Bible is saying that for important people, they eat for strength, not for feast, not for drunkenness. They eat at the proper time for strength and not for drunkenness. In other words, if you place importance on yourself, if you see yourself as an important person, unless when you look into the mirror, you see a useless you, then you can put anything in your body. I eat well. Two things people say. Oh, daddy, we are not your age, so we can't eat this. No, it's not because I'm growing older, that's why I eat well. It's because I place importance on myself. You understand? The second thing they say is, oh, daddy, because you have money, you can buy these things. No. Contombre is not expensive like that. Turkey berry is not expensive like that. You understand? Yeah. In fact, the food I eat, they are cheaper than the junk food that you buy. I am telling you, they are cheaper than the junk food that you buy. But you see, place a value on your life. Just place a value on your life. I will prefer to walk barefooted and use the money for my shoe to put good food in my body to live long. I would prefer to sell all my wigs, if I had one, to ensure that I live healthy. So stop saying. Now, okay, let me tell you something. Now, all those who are in their 50s now in this church, approach them, talk to them. How their body is reacting now is traceable to what they did in their 20s. What they ate, what they drank, when they slept, when they ate, the kind of friends they found themselves, all the parties they attended, all the alcohol beverages, all the whiskey, all the name them, you know them. Okay, you name them. You are former drunkard, so you name them. I will not hold it against you. All those alcohol you put in your body, all those meat you gorge yourself over, is now having impact on your health. Can I tell you something? There is what we call health lifespan and health span. Okay? Now, all of us are believing God to live long. That is lifespan. But what is the essence of living up to 90, but you start falling sick at 50? What it means that for the next 40 years of your life, you'll be managing sickness. What is the essence of that? So, don't only plan for your lifespan, also plan for your health span. That you desire to grow old, live long, you also desire to be healthy in your old age. I said it here before, let me say it again. God created you, gave you a body to house your spirit and your soul. Now, immediately your body can no longer house your spirit and your soul, they leave and you die. God knows when you will die. He knows how you will die. He knows why you will die. He knows where you will die. But he did not decide them for you. You decided them yourself. How long you will live is not determined by God. It is determined by how sustainable your body is. As long as your body can sustain your spirit and your soul, you will live long. You will live. If you mess up your body, you cannot go and tell God that God killed me early. If you drink alcohol, when I've been preaching against it, and begins to affect your kidneys and your liver, and you die early, we cannot stand here and say that God gave and God took. God is not that wicked. God is not that wicked to let somebody die at 21 and let another person die at 80. What kind of God will he be? You have to be responsible for your survival. How long? God gave us 120 years to live. How long you live to reach there, how close you get to that place will depend on what you are putting into your body. That's why even in medicine, they have what they call lifestyle diseases. Lifestyle diseases, it means that it's your lifestyle that has brought you that disease. If you choose to eat at 10 p.m. oily food, and you get diabetes or BP, you can, and it kills you young, you cannot say that's how God wanted you to die. When you were fooling around, spending nights at discos, and drinking hard liquor, and it destroying your liver, and then when you die, there are some of you, my sons and daughters here, when I look at your faces, I see alcohol. Yeah. The devil has made your stomach fridge. His fridge, and has put alcohol inside. When I get to your house and I see alcoholic beverages in your destiny, I know that you are killing yourself. And you can't blame God. So this year, make it your mind. When I open your freezer and I see the kind of food inside your fridge, I know that either you are prolonging your living or cutting short your life. Old age is the deterioration of your organs. Okay? So recently, my mother's speech was not coherent. We didn't think. Mother is 87. I think this year she's 87, yeah. I saw her at the watch night service dancing and all those things. She doesn't hold walking stick. And I've been telling people since we were young, my mother ate once a day. Anybody who told you that eat 3 times a day is a scam. My mother ate once a day. My mother never ate food cooked from house, bought from outside. No. I haven't seen my mother eating even kenke. If my mother chooses, I don't remember when she ate kenke, but if she chose to eat kenke, she would grind her own pepper at home, fry her own fish at home with the proper oil. I'm not saying don't eat kenke. There's an example. Where we live in Adabraka, where you can go and buy banku and fufu. My mother never ate outside banku or never ate fufu. I didn't see her eat fufu before. My mother would drink tea in the morning and might not eat again, just take water. And her tea, she would put half of teaspoon sugar into a whole bucket of tea. When my mother started eating brown bread and cutting some part of the bread and all those things. And today, she's 87 and we didn't think her speech was coherent, her thought pattern was good. So I decided to take her, for them to do a thorough examination on her brain. But before they put her into the MRI machine, they wanted to make sure her organs were okay. I was surprised. I have friends who are in their early 50s whose liver and kidney have all. My mother's liver, kidney, every organ in her body. Perfecto. So by age she is old, but by organs she is younger than some of us here. And even some of her children. I called my siblings. And I said, when Mama starts burying us, nobody should call her a witch. Because her discipline. My mother used to exercise in her 70s. No, yeah, in her 70s. At that time, City TV or City FM used to do something, some exercises, a GTV or something. You see my mother doing her exercise. At 87, she lives in the second floor of a building. She climbs herself. She doesn't even hold the wall to climb. At 50 something, you are doing, Ajay, Ajay. And you think that God blessed my mother with that body and God blessed you with the wrong body? No. No. God gave you a wonderful body, a powerful body, and you are messing it up. You are messing it up by what you put inside. And you know what? Because you don't place importance on your life. You are cheap, so you have cheap attitude. You eat cheaply. You act cheaply. You sleep cheaply. You are on your phone until midnight. See, so your whole life is a mess. Because of what you put inside you. Be careful, don't kill yourself. Don't kill it. This year, one of the major decisions you have to make is that I have to enjoy the blessings of the Lord into my 90s. And so I'm making the decision now, after this service, that whatever gets into my body, you come and see me at shop. Sometimes mommy gets irritated when mommy comes with a pack and says, oh honey, they said this is good. I take my phone, use AI, take a picture of all the combinations inside, and then AI will tell me it's good, it's not good, or I love mommy, and mommy loves me, and she wants me to enjoy life, but when it's not good, I say, honey, I know you got tired, my dear. I know that you love me, you brought this, but this is Eve giving Adam apple. So no matter what you do, I'm not going to eat this. There are wives here. So mommy is really in charge. Make sure that I have good shelves. Yesterday, for instance, she was out with the chef to make sure she's getting what I will eat and live long. You know why? I think I'm a good husband. So she wants me to live long. There are some bad husbands here. Your wives are killing you. You see all the oil on your food? All the oil on your food? Plenty oil, plenty meat, plenty all those things. Whilst you are eating, your wife is singing, you are going, heaven knows where. So wives here, listen to me. Put your feet down. Make sure your husbands are exercising. They are going to the gym. Make sure they go. Let's tell them that one gym, one sex. No gym, no sex. Yeah. Because a man who doesn't exercise his body will one day die on you. Yeah. You don't want to bury your husband young. You want to live and have. Listen, the worst thing that can ever happen to you is to grow old alone. And you don't have to grow old alone. You have to grow old with the love of your life. Fight that man. Battle that man for him to live long. But okay, you understand? A wife, you're a nice man. You just started a young family. Whatever you will leave, whatever you will do to make sure that your children, your children's children will come and meet you. Do you know that the blessings of longevity is always conditional? Go through the Bible and see. The blessings of longevity is always conditional. There has never been a blessing of longevity without a condition. Honor your father and your mother, you may live long. The only commandment with a condition. That's what the Bible says. So longevity, take all the blessings of longevity. They are all conditional. And this year, make that decision now. I'm saying that when we close service, interview all those who are 50 and above. Their health status today is a reflection of what they did in their 20s. I met a Malaysian Indian, Professor Abraham, in Australia. And he said something to me. He said, young man, you know when you decide when you will die? He says, most men become successful from 35 to 45. So within that period when you have become successful, is where you want to enjoy life proper. Nightlife, food, parties, alcohol. He said within that space of 35 to 45, you determine when you will die. You determine when you will die. So I'm telling you, watch what you put in your body now, and do it now. All the young men here, young women here, there are guys in my house. When I'm sending them to Total, here, Total, see them my house to Total, they are looking for a car. Daddy, nobody is there to drive me. I say walk. Because sometimes I walk. So walk. Young men, everything is Uber. You just live within this community. From that place to church here, you came with Uber. You are going back with Uber. When you go, you eat large, lay on your bed, pee on your phone. That is you killing yourself. The body was meant to move. When the body is not moving and it is stationary, it's going to die. Now, the next channel of consumption, the next channel is your eye. Now, Job 31 verse 1. I made a covenant with my eyes not to look lustfully at a woman, at a young woman. So it looks like Job has issues with young women. And so he made a covenant with his eyes not to look lustfully at young women. Make a covenant with your eyes not to look at pornography. Make a covenant with your eyes to say, listen, you see this picture? All these social media apps that you are addicted to, you are glued to, at the end of this year, it will either add weight to your life or waste your life. Which one? If you take your phone and you open any social media app, you should make sure that what you are watching is adding weight to your life and it's not wasting your life. Are you here? And it's not wasting your life. Your wife cannot have your attention. Your children cannot have your attention. Your husband cannot have your attention. Two of you will be sitting in one room and you are not talking to each other because you are on your phones. Why? You want to destroy your life. You want to kill your marriage. You want to kill. Some of you here, you are in school. You spend more time on social media. Are you here? This year, you must make a covenant with your eyes that anything that will not add weight to your life but waste your life, you are not going to watch it. Are you here with me? Why is everybody quiet? You are feeling guilty because I'm talking to you. Do you know that if you go to church and you don't feel that the pastor is saying, it's like the pastor knows your life, then God didn't give him the message. Your pastor's message should be like as if he is in your house. Because the Holy Ghost knows you. Can I tell you, all those who are 50 and above? If you come to a conclusion that you have finished your life, now it's time for realization, it's time to just relax. I have done everything, my children have gone to school, and now it's their time to do. And so that those of you who go on retirement at 60, and you become inactive, you are calling for death too early for your life. The new vice chancellor of University of Gold Coast, Professor Bell is 73. And when he's in Ghana, every morning you see him running on the TCIS park. And he told me one day, he said, Bishop, I want to work as long as I can until my body can no longer carry me before I stop working. 73. 2 a.m., the man is sending you mail. The man can hold meetings. When I go to London, I'm even staying for 1 week. He's organized 3 meetings. And we are traveling here, we are going there. In between the meetings, sometimes you can ask me, meet me here, meet me in this hotel for a meeting. Arrive at 10:30 a.m. And then, when I arrive at 10:30, by the time you get there, he's there. He's already had 2 meetings already. And my meeting with him is for 30 minutes. Once I'm finished, another person is coming for a meeting. Another person is coming. And he is in his 70th year of living. A successful man. And he said, when you stop working, you start dying. When you stop working, you start dying. Get yourself busy. And get yourself busy with things that will promote your life, that will bring progress to your life. Don't be busybody. Don't gossip. Don't get yourself involved in other people's matters. Get involved in your vision. Build something for your life. Do something with your life. Do something. Okay, the third channel of consumption is your ear. Your ear, the things you hear. The things you hear. Ecclesiastes 7, verse 21, from the Good News Translation of the Bible. Don't pay attention to everything people say. You will hear your servant insulting you. Yeah. If you pay attention to gossip, if you pay attention, I know a lot of people, some people, not a lot of people, in church. I mean, there are gossip groups. Sometimes the gossips are not that, so daddy doesn't close early, we are not happy. I mean, I know people say that, daddy is like, his daddy has money, he's not helping us. Those people, those things, they are always, their mouth is like, that is he's not helping us. You can see that they are looking for my money to chop. I should help you. For what? For food. Come, next week, next week, I'm appreciating some people, so I'm going to give scholarships. Some people have not applied for scholarship from University of Gold Coast, but I've seen people who came to this church as young people, served in the choir, served in departments, have risen through it. They've gone to university, they've finished their first degrees, sat down there. I said, these people deserve some help from me. They deserve some awards from me, etc., etc. And I want to offer that to them. You understand? But let me tell you this. Don't build your life on rumors, gossip, lies, etc., etc. Choose who you listen to. Because the information in your head will create you. As a man thinketh, so is he. So if you don't listen to good things, like the sermon I'm preaching to you now, it will create something in you. Unless the witches in your hometown came to church with you. But if they did not come to church with you, and you have meant business and you want to change your life, this sermon alone is your take-off sermon for the year. It's your take-off sermon for the year. Get serious in life. Change your I'll come and talk about connection during the series. And I'll be telling you that there are some people who must no longer become your friends anymore. You need to disconnect from some people and build new friendship. There are people, the things they say, they create bitterness in your heart. The things they say, there's the rebellious spirit in their heart, and they are looking for you to rebel, and they are saying bad things about people who can protect you. Disconnect. Are you here with me? And men here disconnect from girls who know you are married, but they are sleeping with you. Disconnect. Why are the men quiet like that? Are you? Or are you not? Okay. So, have I established the 3 channels of consumption? What you eat, what you watch, and then what you hear. Okay? This year, make sure that you guard yourself against what you hear, what you watch, and what you eat. Okay? Stop drinking Fanta, Coca-Cola. I hope nobody's going to sue me. Coca-Cola, energy drinks, and all those things. And then concoctions, herbal medicines mixed together. And they say this one will make you Jack Tolonto. And then will take you on. And then you are drinking, then you are there. Stop watching pornography. You understand? Stop masturbating. Stop all those things this year. And recalibrate your life. Okay. We have a service this evening. But let me into the next subject. It's called catalyst. Catalyst. So the 5th thing you must do this year is that you must become a catalyst. A catalyst for good things. You see, as I'm standing here, what I'm preaching, I have become your catalyst. I'm stirring up something in your spirit. So one action that sets many good actions in motion. So make sure that every action you take is going to set many good actions in what? In motion. When you do one bad act, it will set a lot of bad things in motion. So make sure you don't do any bad thing this year, because you tell one lie, you must tell several lies to cover it. David slept with somebody's wife and arranged for the person to be killed. It was a reason why David's own son raped his half-sister. And was a reason why David's own son killed his half-brother. And was a reason why David's own blood son attempted to overthrow David. And was the reason why David's son, who attempted to overthrow his father, was killed. Just one act of indiscretion. I preached a sermon here some time ago, and I'll repeat it this year. The little things that have great impact. There are some little things we do. That, you see, David as a king, he was so powerful that sleeping with somebody's wife was something little. But that little act set in motion a lot of negative things. Okay? A lot of negative things. And so you have to be careful. Sister, you have to be careful, brother, what you do. So let me quickly show you a lady who became a catalyst that saved a whole nation. Her name is Esther in the Bible. Esther in the Bible. The catalytic effect of Esther's prayer. Number 1, a man by name Haman in the Persian kingdom, that man was second in command, has said that a Jew in that kingdom by name Mordecai did not bow down, because Mordecai was a gate man and Haman was second in command. So anytime Haman was coming, they bowed down to him. But Mordecai did not bow down, because the Jews don't bow down to anybody except Jesus. They don't bow down to anybody except God. Okay? So they did not. He did not bow down. So Haman planned to kill all the Jews. That was his plan, to kill all the Jews. When Esther, who was the queen, but was Jewish, heard it, she declared 3 days fasting and prayer and prayed. So you see, those of you who were here for that 3 days prayer we did for the beginning of this year, it was a catalyst. We were setting in motion actions that will bring us many good actions. That is why these 3 days that I've declared to pray with you, Friday morning 7 to 9, Saturday morning 7 to 9, and Sunday morning 7 to 9. Don't miss it. Prayer is the most effective catalyst. You can change a lot of things by prayer. Many things can be changed in your life by prayer. Esther activated prayer. 3 days of fasting and prayer. Then the king was awakened. Sometimes when you read it, you think that this is too good to be true. But that's the power of prayer. The king has been sleeping on Mordecai's promotion until Esther prayed. Somebody has been sleeping on something that belonged to you. Mordecai had done something good in the kingdom. Some people tried to assassinate the king. It was Mordecai who saw it and went and reported it to the king. And it was written down in history, but the king was sleeping. He never rewarded Mordecai until Esther started her 3-day fast. And then one night, the king could not sleep. So the king asked for the history books to read. And he discovered in the history book that somebody saved his life, but he had not rewarded the person because Esther was praying. Prayer is the most powerful catalyst. And this evening, join me as I set in motion a catalyst of prayer, of blessings. I'm going to invoke blessings upon you, and it will set in motion series of blessings for you. Don't miss 4 p.m. here. So I will teach this later because it's an important subject. Our time is up, but I'll take my time. Maybe I'll teach it next week. Maybe next week I'll talk about prayer. That's set in motion series of things. But tonight, I will see you. And tonight, don't miss the service. I'm going to serve you communion, and I'm going to invoke blessings upon your life. And when I invoke that blessing, it will set in motion series of good things. You understand? Isaac blessed Jacob, and it set in motion series of good things for Jacob. All you need is the blessing of a father, and it will set in motion a lot of things for you. Are you ready for that? So I'll see you tonight. God bless you. Thank you for joining me. Rise on your feet and begin to pray. Just lift up your voice and thank God for this message.